Hello, guys, and welcome back to a new episode of my blog, Morning Coffee with Dr. Harel. I have created this blog in hope to create an interactive platform where we can talk about intimacy, love, relationships. So this episode is a first one out of a series of 3 episodes in which we will talk about adult attachment and adult attachment styles. To understand what this is, we need to understand what is attachment. So attachment is a strong emotional bond that we create with the other. The first attachment that we have created, the primary adult attachment, is that with our parents. So we create a strong emotional bond with our parent. And later on in life, in adulthood, we create this strong emotional bond with our intimate partner. So adult attachment style talks about how we show up in situations of intimacy and closeness. What is our personal relationship to intimacy and closeness? And in general, we have 3 adult attachment styles. We have the secure, anxious, and avoidant attachment styles. Each of them is based on 2 dimensions: the dimension of intimacy anxiety and intimacy avoidance. Intimacy anxiety is how preoccupied are we with the subject of intimacy and closeness, how much we crave to be in a relationship and feel incomplete without it. That's intimacy anxiety. Intimacy avoidance talks about the level of our discomfort with the situations of closeness and intimacy, our need to escape closeness. So these 2 dimensions, intimacy anxiety and intimacy avoidance, define each of the 3 adult attachment styles. So before we talk in brief about each of the styles, let's talk about why it's important to understand and know. Well, there are 3 main reasons it's important to understand. First of all, understanding adult attachment styles will help us understand our own personal relationship needs. What do we need in intimate relationship to feel fulfilled? Second of all, if we are attached, if we have a partner, it will help us understand our partner's intimacy needs and will help us to improve and harmonize our relationship. And third, if we are dating, it will help us understand the attachment style of our dates and pick partners that are able to fulfill our relationship needs and create a fulfilling relationship. So this is why the adult attachment styles are important to understand. Now let's talk briefly about each of the styles. In the next episode, we'll create much more detailed portrait that will help you see what is your attachment style and to recognize attachment styles of other people. Today, it's a very brief sketch. So first of all, let's talk about the secure attachment style. So the secures of this world are obviously low on intimacy anxiety and they're low on intimacy avoidance. They feel comfortable in situations of closeness and they present as open and engaged in relationships. They are reliable and consistent. They keep their promises and they communicate directly. They'll tell you what they want and they'll express their upsets directly as well. They see, and this is an important piece, they see themselves and you as worthy and as deserving of love. So this is the secure attachment style. The next one is anxious attachment style. They're obviously high on anxiety, on intimacy anxiety, and they are low on intimacy avoidance. They crave intimacy and feel incomplete when not in intimate relationship. When dating, they feel insecure and they're worried whether their feelings are mutual. When they use what we call games and manipulation to secure the interest of their partner and make sure that their partner maintains interest in them. They are uncomfortable communicating their needs directly. So they use acting out, tantrums, and other methods, silent treatment, to engage the partner rather than communicating their needs directly. And an important piece about the anxious attachment style is that they are driven by fear of rejection, abandonment, and being alone. So this is anxious attachment style. And the last one is avoidant attachment style. So avoidant attachment style obviously is high on intimacy avoidance and low on intimacy anxiety. They deny their need for closeness and they emphasize their need for autonomy and independence. They are obviously uncomfortable in situations with high degree of intimacy. They use distancing strategies to create distance between themselves and their partner and to regain a sense of their autonomy. When you're in a relationship with somebody who has avoidant attachment style, it feels very hot-cold. You never know where you stand with them. They on purpose maintain the communication about relationship vague, and you have this lack of clarity of where the relationship stands and what is your significance to your partner. An important piece about the people with avoidant attachment style, they are driven by fear of engulfment, of lack of dependence, of loss of freedom and loss of self. So this is a very brief sketch of 3 adult attachment styles: the secure, the anxious, and the avoidant. And in the next episode, we will provide much more detailed portrait for each of these styles, and will help you to be able to identify your own and that of your partner and dates. So I would like to leave you guys with a bit of a homework, if it's okay. What I would like you to do to have a deeper understanding of the topic and to be prepared for our next episode is to go online and search adult attachment style questionnaire. There's a bunch of them online, so pick any 2 that you like and fill them out to gain an understanding of your personal adult attachment style. Now, as you're filling out these questionnaires, a little tip for you guys: have one single relationship in mind. So you can think of your current relationship, if you're in one, as you're filling out the questionnaires. And if you're single right now, think of the most significant relationship that you had in the past as you're filling out the questionnaire, to make sure you're thinking about the same relationship on these both questionnaires. And next time, come prepared with this knowledge. So if you're curious to learn more about adult attachment styles, there's an excellent book that a lot of what we talk about comes from here. It's called Attached. And this is a wonderful resource for anybody who is dating or anybody who is interested in creating this fulfilling intimate bond. So this is the book. If you liked the episode, come again for the second one. It's coming soon. Like this blog, like this video. If you find it helpful, share so your friends can have access to that too, and subscribe to the channel so we'll talk some more in the future. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Dr. Harel. See you guys soon.